What's up, everybody? It's Joshua here, going to talk a little bit about etymology, or the study of words, which is one of my favorite subjects. But I don't generally pick words apart or make videos where I discuss it, because I've seen a lot of drawn conclusions that aren't necessarily correct, in the sense of using English language to decipher certain energetic meanings. But beyond that, I've heard people use ancient words and say that they were rooted from, say, more modern words. So this is all speculation on my part, and a little bit of research behind it. But the word I came up with this morning was salvation, and which in the Christian lore means, of course, to save the soul, the saving of the soul from damnation. And what I thought was how interesting it is that it relates to salve, the word salve. And then I started thinking about ointments and salves, and I'm always wondering if salvation has anything to do with the anointing itself. So salve means healing ointment. It's from German Salbe, which means oily substance, or fat, or butter. And if you root it back to Sanskrit, it means anakti, or to anoint or smear. Here's the one thing where it got interesting. The idea that soul, the word soul, means coming from or belonging to a sea or lake, originally. And when I was looking at the word salve, I started thinking about the healing ointments and baptism. And I read this part that said, of course, salve had been more modernly used as like salving a ship at sea. So it would mean to save from loss at sea. So to salve would be to save from a loss at sea. Yet we consider ourselves to be in this ocean. You see what I mean? And then soul, coming from or belonging to a sea or lake. So here we are, treading the waters of life, and the salvation would be to salvage us from that loss at sea, but also having to do with the salve itself, to anoint. And that's really all I got. I just thought it was, a very interesting thing. Oh, and the word Meer means sea or lake in German. So I thought, isn't that kind of funny? There's that book by C.S. Lewis. It's called Mere Christianity. I know it's totally unrelated, but Mere, M-E-R-E. So I guess, another version of salve would be to soothe wounded pride. And that was one that really got me too. So all of these words are very difficult to tie together, and if you can find the roots of the words themselves, but actually figuring out where they come from is very difficult. And you have to be able to trace it back to its original heritage. And even then, the pronunciation is, up in the air. So it brings me to the ideas of, creating the healing anointment, the idea of the cane bosum. Just some thoughts. Have a good one. See you in a couple days.